Chef Jana here, welcome back. I have a nice surprise, as always, you know I keep bringing you surprises, but we're going to bake a cake. Come on, yes, our first cake. We had our first salad last week and now we have our first cake. Because this week as a thank you for a friend, hello Andy, as a thank you for a friend, he helped us a lot with several things, so I baked him a cake, a vegan cake. And it's a banana caramel upside down cake. I cannot begin to stress how easy and how fantastic it is. It's a crowd pleaser. It is amazing. It's very rich, very family meal, and I think that it's worth so much. If you make it, you're not gonna regret, I promise you. So let's get into it. First, before we start the cake, we're going to prepare our eggs, our vegan eggs. But you remember the flaxseed that we grind, I think, and then make this flour, put it in the fridge, in a bag like this, and then it's ready for whenever you want to use. So we're going to use, if it's a regular cake, it will be 3 eggs. I veganized it. So instead it's going to be 3 tablespoons of flax seeds. That will be our 3 eggs. And we do that before we begin making our cake because we want it to hydrate a little bit. So about the same quantity of water. You gotta keep an eye on it because it can't be runny like watery. It has to be sticky like a glue. It will incorporate a little bit more. Following, what I have here is 4 to 5 bananas this big, and I have sliced them, and now we're gonna mush them because this is gonna be the base for our cake. Every time I need to make something quick, like for my son when he used to go to school, and we had to make something very quick, and you know, kids, they let you know last minute that oh, by the way, I need something to take to school tomorrow, and it's 7 o'clock at night. So that was always a lifesaver because we always have bananas, we always have flour, we always have sugar, and here you go. And different than the ordinary cakes, it's because it has caramel and stuff, it's like beautiful. All right, so our banana is mushed properly. Now we add to the banana sugar. 1 cup of sugar. Let's measure it a little bit. I gotta tell you guys a secret. I never measure stuff because I am so used to making sometimes the same food, so I don't even measure, and I only measure when I'm here with you guys. But for sure, those are the measurements. You can trust me. So 1 cup, a little bit more because it's less than 1 cup of sugar. Next, half a cup of regular oil or butter, vegan butter of course, or margarine, any oil will do. Please not olive oil. Don't do that. It's not gonna be good. Now, you mix this together. You, if you have a little bit more bananas left, you slice them or cut them, not slice them, no. You cut them in quarters and then you add to the cake. So it has a little bit more texture in the batter, you know. That's really, really good. Okay, once you've done that, half tablespoon of cinnamon, a little bit more. We all love cinnamon. Okay. Oh, it smells so nice already. Oh, by the way, I have the oven preheating in 185 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. So it's always nice to start with the oven first, and I am like so forgetful. By the time I finish baking the cake, oh, by the way, the oven, so I need to wait a long time so it warms up. So don't do like me. I am a very distracted chef. That is true. Okay, now, guys, I want you to pay very good attention to this. We're going to add the raising factor, which is baking powder. Once you add the baking powder to the batter, you cannot beat. You gotta mix it very, very softly, because if you beat it, like people say that you need to beat like very vigorously the cake, and if you're using baking powder, it's not going to raise. So by the time you add the baking powder, you're gonna have to start stirring very, very gently. Also, a pinch of salt to wake up all the flavors. Every time I make a dessert, I always add a pinch of salt because it brings everything together. You won't definitely taste the salt because it's obviously a pinch, but it makes a whole lot of difference. Those things that you learn, that you're like, how come I didn't know that before? Yeah, well. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add 1.5 cups of flour. 1. And please don't spill on my black top. So smart, isn't it? To bake a cake wearing a black top. Oh my God. All right. Don't forget, you're gonna feel very tempted to stir it vigorously. Do not. Gentle, because it won't raise, and it's so frustrating. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, probably, but you know those times when you're baking a cake and then you put all love and then you make it very nice and you take your time, and then you put a lot of thoughts into it, and then for some reason it doesn't raise. You betcha that it's because you stir it too vigorously, and then it won't raise because of the baking powder. Okay, here we have our batter ready. I am thinking that it's a little bit too hard. In this case, if you think that it's a little bit too hard, I want it a little bit more softer. If you think that it's a little bit too hard, just add 1/2 cup of any vegan milk you have. Yeah, well, much better now. It already smells very good. I said that already, but come on, bananas and cinnamon. Hello, best combo ever. Now it's perfect. Look, that's the consistency that I was looking for. Today, it was, if I lifted it up, it was sticking out together. No. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, of course, I forgot the vegan egg. Okay. Now you add the eggs, 3 eggs. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the most amazing part of this recipe, which is the caramel. Ooh la la, it is so good. It's decadent. I know. There's nothing light about it. By no means I'm saying that it's a diet dessert. It's not. Another thing. It's a treat. All right, for the quantity for the butter or the margarine, 1/2 cup. You don't need to wait for this to dissolve. You can add the sugar right away. 1 cup of brown sugar or demerara sugar in low heat, because the butter or the margarine, they are very delicate, and the smoke point is where they burn before cooking. It's very, very low, different than other oils, for example, in a very, very, very low simmer, and then you raise a little bit. All right, it's achieving what we need. Can you see? The important thing here is for the sugar to dissolve completely. You want to run the spatula through the bottom of your pan, your frying pan, whatever you're using, and you can't feel the grains. This process will last about 2 to 3 minutes. That's the caramel. All right, the caramel is done. What we're gonna do now is I have some sliced bananas. Now we have our caramel. Look at this pretty thing. What a color. And now we cover the bottom with the bananas. All over. This baking tray here, it's 23 by 23 centimeters and it fits perfectly. So you put the bananas all over the bottom. Keep the small ones for the corners. You cut the bananas a ½ centimeter, a 1/3 inch. I have sliced 3 bananas, the same size that I showed you. We add the cake. Oh my God, I can't wait to show you guys how amazing this is going to look. All right, now everything is set. I'm gonna pop this baby in the oven. Again, 185 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit for approximately 50 minutes, and I will be back to show you this beauty ready. All right, guys, now that our cake has completely cooled down, we need to change it, put it in another plate. So you have the beauty of the bananas and the caramel on top. And how you do that? You get a flat plate, put it on top and turn it. But it's very important that the cake has completely cooled down. One, because it's gonna be easier, it's not gonna be stuck in the bottom. And second, if the caramel is hot, it's gonna spill, it might spill all over, and if you can get seriously burned. So here's what we do. 1, 2, 3. Yes. You might have 1 or 2 bananas still sticking to the bottom like these, but then you just grab it and place it again where they belong, the runners. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. My God. And it's a little bit warm, I see now, but it was secure to take it from the tray. I can't even speak because I'm salivating. So let's try. My God. Guys, that was not a proper Chef Jana bite, but because it's a little bit warm inside, I underestimated it. And I was actually anxious because I wanted to show this to you. Here we have our banana upside down cake, completely vegan, completely delicious. Please make it and let me know in the comments. Sweethearts, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Bye.